Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays. Today's theme is kind of tanks that you can't get in-game anymore. Kicking off with the T14, which was removed from sale a few months ago. T14, I reviewed it. It gets a reputation as being one of the weaker tanks in the game, but I still think it's pretty good. I think the armor's good. I think it's surprisingly fast in a straight line. It's a brawler. The gun is about the only really negative thing about this tank. It only gets 92mm of penetration, but it does have 110 alpha damage, and the gun is quite rapid firing, so you gotta aim at weak spots in order to make the 92mm of penetration work. As you can see, we're here with Sergeant Walker 123, and he's not carrying any premium ammo on the tank. Now, normally when you see T14s, you expect them to carry some premium ammo because the penetration on the standard AP is not great, but Sergeant Walker isn't carrying any. He's carrying 18 rounds of HE, which is probably a little bit too much, but I suppose he can afford to, considering he's not carrying any premium. He's here on Erlenberg. It's a nice matchup. It's a tier 5 game, and that's just one theme for today's video. Tanks that you can't get in-game anymore. Another reason, or another theme to today's video is I've got a special reason to put these up, because the caption or the subject for this replay when it was submitted caught my eye. It apparently was Sergeant Walker's birthday when he sent this replay in. And he wanted me to show the replay as a birthday present, but the replay was sent in a few weeks ago, so I probably missed that birthday, but it's a little bit late, but happy birthday, Sergeant Walker. Now, as you can see, Sergeant Walker isn't an experienced player. He's only got 2,000 games played, probably less at the time this game was played. He's only got 333 WN8. He's a new player, and what really shocked me, or what really surprised me in this game, was just how good Sergeant Walker can play. I'm really surprised his WN8 is not higher, because this game shows pretty much everything you would expect to see from a more experienced player. It's also, Sergeant Walker's a very happy chappy. During the countdown, you guys missed it, but during the countdown, he was saying good luck, have fun, hola. So I assume that this is the North American server. Most of the players seem to be speaking English or Spanish, but Sergeant Walker is getting up close and personal. T14 is a brawler, it's not a sniper, and gun depression is quite good. Gets a nice shot into the Churchill 3, pens his turret, knows where to aim. He's aiming below the spaced armor. This is really good work. He's got the side of this Churchill, just doing damage, moving up. Again, aiming below the spaced armor. It takes out a very dangerous premium tank, the Churchill 3. So there we go. He's already on 600 damage, first kill of the game. And he's just being very aggressive. Again, I don't know whether it's map awareness, but he's aware that the enemy haven't sent any tanks down here other than the Churchill and the Excelsior. So he's flanking. This really surprises me. This is very good play. He's got the side of the Excelsior. The Excelsior's side armor is terrible. He moves in, he's pumping more shots in, continuing to shoot at the side armor, and gets his second kill. Now, unfortunately, he gets hit by RT, takes out his ammo rack. He is using a repair kit, puts that back in instead of fixing his tracks. And again, I don't know, this game really surprises me. So Sergeant Walker, I'm telling you something, you keep playing like this, you're not going to be a red player, you're not going to have 300 WN8 for very long. So Churchill 3s are saying they're going back to defend. I love the communication. The Churchill 3s said they were going to go back and defend. The other flank is collapsed, so Sergeant Walker is just advancing. Another Churchill 3 on the enemy team has been spotted. So, going for a track shot, but the shot goes high, pens the Churchill 3's turret. Churchill 3 only has 88mm of penetration turret-wise, so Sergeant Walker is able, or can, pen the turret of a Churchill 3. as long as he doesn't get a low RNG penetration roll. So a shooting center mass for the Churchill 3 needs to go maybe for the turret, needs to aim a little bit higher, and he is. But not sure whether those shots went in, but you can see that the Churchills on his friendly team, or on the friendly team, have gone back to defend, and all of a sudden they're being overrun. And they're already shouting for help. So the Churchills have bitten off more than they can chew. Now, rather than Sergeant Walker continuing to advance, he's actually already turned around. He's communicating. He's saying, I'm going back. The Churchills are saying help. He's saying affirmative. Love the communication, and I love the map awareness. So his team continued to advance towards the enemy spawn, and he's on the way back to help the Churchills. So spots out an Su-85I in the distance, takes a shot before being fully aimed, shot goes in, Su-85I goes down. Now these are enemy T14, these are kind of iffy shots, very, very difficult to pen the front of a T14 from this angle. In fact, it would be very difficult to pen the front of a T14 even straight on with this gun. But Sergeant Walker continues to advance. I just love the way he's aware. He basically moved back. He saw the problem, saw that the Churchills were going to be overrun, had already turned back before they started asking for help. So the second Churchill is still asking for help, and Sergeant Walker is saying affirmative. So side of a T14 unfortunately doesn't pen. So still lots of tanks down here. Churchill 3 goes down fighting, takes out a Crusader. Unfortunately, they've got his rear now. He's about to die. Sergeant Walker looking for shots. Rushes that one. As I say, this is not a sniper. T14 is definitely not a sniper. He's focusing on the Crusader. Now, to be honest, I probably would have gone for the M4. He's got beautiful side shots on the M4, and the M4 is a more dangerous tank. But he continues working on the Crusader, takes him out, goes for a shot in the M4. Doesn't look as if he hit it. And the T14, as I say, is a brawler. You really, really do want to get in close with this tank. His team are capping. They're actually losing at the moment, 11-12. And his team are saying, we got this. T14 came back just in time. So his team are acknowledging the fact that Sergeant Walker came back when he was most needed. He's auto-aiming, he's penning the front of an M4. Even the penetration of this gun's more than good enough to go through the front of an M4. And look, he's using the speed to get behind. Unfortunately, it causes him to miss, but he's got the rear of the M4, he's got the alpha damage, he's got the reload. Takes out the M4 for kill number 4. He's on 2,000 damage in a T14. And he's not done yet. 2 RT and an Su-76 left on the enemy team. They've managed to kill one of the cappers. So, not sure. Sergeant Walker may be showing a little bit of indecision. Wasn't sure whether to go back through the town, maybe go back the other side of the map, but he's crossed the bridge. And the problem for that KV-1S trying to cap is every time the Su-76 spots him, enemy RT are going to be able to shoot him. That's why it's never really a good idea to try and sit in cap, especially when you're being outnumbered or when you're outnumbered. If you start taking fire and you're sitting in cap, best thing to do is move out of cap and go on the attack. If you're sitting there and enemy RT is still in play, you're usually going to die. So Sergeant Walker moves up, Su-85 or Su-76 has been spotted. Gets one shot in, leaves the Su-76 on low health, unfortunately misses that shot because this is not an accurate gun. And the KV-1S dies to RT. So now, Sergeant Walker is standing alone against 3 enemy tanks. His team are basically giving him encouragement, they're telling him he's got it. He's on 414 health, plenty of ammo left. You can see how big the reticule is on this tank when you're driving it. It's not good for shooting on the move, it's not good for sniping. But he's moved up, he's got the Su-76, he's found him. Moving up, needs to be aware of enemy arty. He's found the sexton. He's auto-aiming, takes out the Su-76, moving in on the sexton. Doesn't have shots. So he's going on the attack. And he's found the AMX. Both arty are here. So what's he going to do? He's going to ram the sexton, kill him, shoot the AMX, kill him. There's kill number 7. 2.5k damage. So I just want to say happy birthday, Sergeant Walker 123. You've ended up with your game being featured on YouTube. And another thing I want to point out, and I didn't point out during the replay, is just how young Sergeant Walker 123 is. He's new to the game, he's inexperienced, and he's only 13 years of age. And as I say, I want to say happy birthday to you. If you play like that, and you keep playing like that, you're not going to be red, you're not going to have 300 W&8 very much longer. Showed a lot of map awareness, showed a lot of teamwork, very, very good play, played the T14 to its strengths, got in close, brawled when he could. Very, very good game, congratulations. He picked up an ace tanker for that game. He also picked up a high caliber and a top gun. He finished top on XP with 1481, nice XP total, 2,464 damage done, 7 kills. He fired 42, hit 29, and pen 23. The penetration on the gun is lacking, the accuracy is lacking, as you can see from these stats. But when you get up close and personal, then the accuracy doesn't seem to matter as much. He spotted 2, damaged 9, destroyed 7, did 57 assistance damage, and wasn't playing with a premium account. He actually earned 51,000 credits in that game with a standard account. T14, it can make money when you've got good games in it. 1481 XP on a ×2 first game of the day with the bonus thrown in for the premium tank, left him on 3,554. So the T14, I think it's a very, very underrated tank. I think a lot of people hate this tank because of the gun, and the gun can be very, very inconsistent and can let you down if you don't play the tank to its strengths. But it's a heavy tank, it's a brawler, it likes being on the front line, and Sergeant Walker played it pretty much perfectly in that game. So again, congratulations and thank you for sending the replay in to me. So we're going from a Sergeant Walker to a captainspetsnaz, and captainspetsnaz I just noticed has his own YouTube channel, so I'm going to subscribe to that after I've finished recording this. But I think captainspetsnaz really wanted this replay featured, because when I opened my replay or opened the email, it was sent to a lot of people. It was sent to Quickie Baby. I'm just going to go through the ones I recognize here. It was sent to me. It was sent to High Flyer, Maxwell, it was sent to Jingles, Pointy Haired Jedi, Captain Canada, Nether Void, D's Games. It was sent to pretty much everyone. So Captain Spetsnaz was obviously very happy with this game. Let's have a look at it. So we're joining Captain Spetsnaz here on, never remember the name of this map, it's Fjords. He's platooned with Lemming Rush and Anavar. They're in a premium tank platoon in a tier 8 game, IS-6, T-34-3 and Type 59. And what's really strange is if you look on the enemy team have a platoon as well. They've got an IS-6, a Type 59 and a T-34-3. Really weird that 2 platoons have exactly the same premium tanks in them, but we're getting on with the gameplay here. So Captain Spetsnaz, as I say, is platooned with looks like a very good player. Wow, what a shot there on the ELC. It's been a while since I watched this replay, but there's the first damage, first kill for Captain Spetsnaz. He's moving up the Type 59. It's the one and only tank I don't own, other than Clan Wars reward tanks and pre-order tanks. The Type 59 is the only premium tank I don't own, so I'm very jealous. But they're in a game here without any arty, and that means that Captain Spetsnaz can be a little bit more aggressive, use this position here to shoot tanks moving up the 1-2 lines. Need to increase the size of the minimap, but he can basically snipe tanks moving up the 4-2 or 4-5 lines without getting hit by arty. So top tier Type 59. Type 59 was withdrawn from sale mainly because it was taking over the servers. At the time the Type 59 was available, Too many players were playing it, and you were getting into tier 8 games that were pretty much all Type 59s. Other tanks really didn't stand a chance. Now, the Type 59's undergone some nerfs since it was first introduced, but it's still regarded as one of the best premium tanks, or one of the best tier 8 tanks, tier 8 mediums in the game. It can hold its own against a lot of other regular in-game tier 8 premium tanks, and I don't think any premium tanks that have been added at tier 8 or tier 8 medium tanks that have been added have been anywhere near as good as the Type 59. T14-3, not it is just so bad compared to the Type 59. It is definitely not a replacement, but you can see Captain Spetsnaz doing some work here. As I say, he can be very, very aggressive due to the fact no arty is in play. Just doing some damage. Now, he did lose a lot of health, made a mistake up on the corner, got himself tracked. But he's already on 1700 damage. And these tanks, they're just rolling around the corner at a really bad angle, giving free shots. You can see that Captain Spetsnaz is trying to stay as hull down as he can. So the gun is pretty good. Captain Spetsnaz is firing premium at the moment, but 101 millimeters or 181 millimeters of penetration, 250 damage. Very, very good, but the premium ammo, 241 millimeters of penetration. So you'll see a lot of Type 59 drivers firing gold. So he's keeping an eye on the minimap. Noticed an IS-6 moving up behind him. So if in case you haven't counted, his platoon are already on 4 kills. Very few tanks went down the south of the map, and they've all been beaten. So Captain Spetsnaz's team, they're moving through the center. They're already into the town down at G6. This IS-6 ignoring Captain Spetsnaz, but Captain Spetsnaz, look at that, aiming just to the left, or just to the right as you're looking at it, of the IS-6's turret. Very, very weak. Premium ammo, more than enough to go through the turret on an IS-6. KV-2, and he's aware, he falls back, gets one shot in. He's staying as hull down as he can. And the KV-2 is just fired, so a little bit unfortunate not to pick up the kill there. Is the KV-2 going to escape? Yes, he is. Captain Spetsnaz missing the gun depression. I have no idea off the top of my head what gun depression the Type 59 gets. But first time I'm featuring this tank on the channel, that's what kind of drew me to the replay. And I should point out that I wasn't aware of it till I read the email, but Captain Spetsnaz also has his own YouTube channel. And he has his own Twitch channel. And when I was recording this replay, or looking at it for the first time, I clicked on his Twitch channel and found him playing the Type 59. So, oh, IS-6, big hit into the front of his tank. So, lower glacis on the Type 59, not that strong, but the IS-6's premium ammunition didn't need to go through the lower glacis. Captain Spetsnaz is up to 3 kills now with that kill on the ISU-152. He's just staying hull down, playing his tank to its strengths. Nice shot in the lower glacis of the T-34-3. Quite often that sets them on fire. But he has the gun depression, get another shot in. A little bit unlucky not to track the T-34-3. His platoon mate takes him out. But if you notice, his platoon are on 10 kills right now. So Anavar is on 3 kills, Lemming Rush is on 4 kills, Captain Spetsnaz is up to 4k damage, 3 kills. Pretty much a very, very textbook game. Tried to stay hull down, made one mistake at the beginning of the game, lost quite a bit of health, but since then he's been using his tank to its strengths. Tiger 1's on low health, who's going to get the kill? He's making sure the kill gets in close, takes out the Tiger 1, loses some more health. Last tank remaining is the T25-2 up on B8. The platoon are now on 11 kills. Can they make it 12 kills? Who's going to get the last kill? Not much to shoot at. But Captain Spetsnaz gets the last kill, finishes up with 5 kills. So yeah, first time the Type 59 has featured on the channel. It's a tank I'd really love to get. Pretty much like everyone else in World of Tanks who doesn't actually own a Type 59. Mainly because it would help me complete my collection. The only tanks I'm missing right now are the Alpha and Beta tanks, the pre-order tanks, and also the Clan Wars tanks, because I don't play Clan Wars. But Type 59, I started playing World of Tanks shortly after it was removed from the game, and yeah, if I'd been a couple of months earlier, I'd be a very happy camper. But Captain picked up an ace tanker for that game. Really good platoon game. They platoon picked up Brothers in Arms, and they picked up a crucial contribution. Captain Spetsnaz picked up the High Caliber. He also picked up the Confederate. He finished up with 1447 XP. Very nice game, XP total, especially considering he was top tier. 5 kills and over 4k damage. Really good effort by everyone in the platoon. He fired 22, hit 19, pen 19. The gun seems to be pretty accurate, but I would guess that Captain Spetsnaz is a very good crew in the tank, particularly as he's had it for so long. He did fire some premium ammo, but he still made a profit of 27,000 credits with a standard account, so good effort. He spotted 1, damaged 12, destroyed 5, got 851 assistance damage. He earned 1447 XP overall. Wasn't the first game of the day, which left him on 1591. So it was really nice to see the Type 59 in action for the first time on the channel. As I say, I'd love to get my hands on this tank, but who wouldn't? But Captain Spetsnaz sent that to a lot of YouTubers, so I guess you got your wish. One of us actually showed the game so far. But I do want to point out links in the email that was sent to me. I didn't realize that Captain Spetsnaz was a YouTuber. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's also got his own Twitch channel, so I'll put the links to those below the video. But thank you for sending it in, and thank you to Sergeant Walker for sending in the T14 replay. Happy birthday once again, or happy belated birthday. 2 tanks you can't get anymore in World of Tanks, but it was nice to see them in action, and thank you guys for sending those replays in. I hope you folks at home enjoyed watching them. I'll see you next time.